I was lost, but these laws helped me find my people. And now we meet up every year for Feast of Tabs. All praise to the Most High.
I found a way to dwell with my brothers and my sisters. Glory to Yah. I found what was missing, now I live the scriptures.
Used to be MIA, I followed the wind and linked up with my brethren. Forget about the past, follow the cloud that's in front of me and read the blessings. I found a way, 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 I found a way.
I gotta keep this commandments. Daughter of Yah, I won't stop. This is how he planned it. Worldly friends had to chop him off. Abba, keep me from the simple. Your words preserving my mental. This was never coincidental. This was never coincidental.
Had to link up on my soldiers, is working in coda. Got scripts in my holster. That means I got 80. If you playing crazy, the rain gon' come like times of Noah. Our people search the ends of the earth of his wisdom, but you gon' find Yah in the works. My niggas stay patient, you gon' find what you looking for if you puttin' in first.
Brother, sister, polishing our image, gotta keep it kosher. Early morning buzz of the scriptures, like we brunching, sipping on mimosa. Can't fess in my can, prophecy, gotta be fulfilled. Book is up for now. Tryna dodge the sin, gotta kneel the iniquity, escape all the fire.
I found a way, 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 I found a way,
I found a way to dwell with my brothers and my sisters. Glory to Yah. I found what was missing, now I live the scriptures.
Used to be MIA, I followed the wind and linked up with my brethren. Forget about the past, follow the cloud that's in front of me and read the blessings.
What's your nationality, sister?
I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican.
You're Dominican and Puerto Rican. Your father is Dominican, or? Oh, yes, your father?
Puerto Rican, yeah.
Oh, Puerto Rican? All right, let me ask you a question. So, you know, the Bible, it can be used for many different religions, right? It could be used for Christianity, it could be used for Seventh-day Adventists. But in the Bible, do you see the word Christianity in there, or Seventh-day Adventist in there? Or Pentecostal?
Yes.
Or Catholic? You seen Pentecostal in there?
Yeah, my Bible, yeah.
Your Bible? Oh, you're Christian. So you seen Christianity in there?
Yes, and Pentecostal, yeah. I can't
They have the Feast of Pentecost.
Yes.
Yes, but actually Pentecostal, they don't have that in there. Because Pentecostal was a religion created from the Bible.
Yeah.
But the Bible talks about nationalities and groups of people, right? Because Puerto Rico, right? Do you know what the word Puerto Rico means? Puerto Rico means port of riches. Because when the Spaniards got there, see? When the Spaniards got there, right? When the Spaniards got there, they seen babies playing with diamonds like it was a toy. And they said this is a rich port before they came and destroyed the place, right? So what were the Puerto Ricans called before they got to Puerto Rico? Okay, right? Because they don't teach us this.
Dominicans, she's a Puerto Rican.
What were the Dominicans called before they got to Dominican Republic? There was natives there, but some were brought there too, right? Via slave ships, right? Let me give me give me Deuteronomy 28, right?
All right.
So the church doesn't teach us what our biblical nationality is. Everybody on this earth has a biblical nationality, right? If we believe in the words of God, we know that everybody has a biblical nationality, right? You had Adam, you had Noah, you had Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, then you had the 12 tribes of Israel. And I'm here to tell you that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they descend from the 12 tribes of Israel. They are considered God's chosen people, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 7:6, right? So I'm gonna prove that to you right now with just a few precepts, and then you could go on your own, you could study it for yourself, right? Because don't believe what I'm saying, but go into the text and actually read, because that's where we lost that, right? We go into the church, the pastor tell you this, you probably bring out one precept, John 3:16, and you go back home. Right? But we're not actually learning anything, right? We're getting performances and theatrics, but we're not getting any knowledge to apply for ourselves. Only thing we know about is the 10 Commandments, and God loves everybody, and that's it.
Well, I mean, in the New Testament, there's a little more.
Yeah, there's a lot more. This is a big book.
Yeah.
This is a big book, right? So let me prove to you your biblical nationality, right? Because God said, you know the story of Moses, right?
Yeah.
Moses came and he grabbed the people. Who were those people? What were they called?
Oh, his people?
Mm-hmm.
They were Hebrews.
They were Hebrews. They were Israelites, right? And what did Moses came to Pharaoh? What he told him? Let my people, right? So the Egyptians had the Israelites in what? In what? In slavery, right? So when Moses came and he grabbed the people and he brought them to the mountain, he said, look, you could keep my commandments and you could be blessed, or you could not keep the Most High's, not his commandments, but the Most High's commandments and be cursed, right? And we're gonna read through some of these curses and see if which people that applies to today.
I think I know what you want.
All right. So Deuteronomy 28 and 15, read that.
Con, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this will come to pass if you will not listen to the words of God, right? Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To observe and to do all of his commandments, right? Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
Right? All these curses. We know curses are a bad thing, right? Keep reading.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Go to verse 46.
Come. Verse 46.
Right, there's 68 verses in here. From verse 15 all the way to 68 are all the curses. But I'm going to read some prominent ones. But you could go home and read it for yourself. Right, go ahead.
Verse 46.
Uh-huh.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign, for a wonder.
They're going to be upon thee for a sign and a wonder. Right? People are going to wonder, why are Dominicans killing each other at a high rate like this? Why are Puerto Ricans killing each other at a high rate? Why is there such thing as black on black crime? I've never heard on white or Asian on Asian crime. I never heard of any of these things. Why are these things happening to the smartest, the most intelligent, the most athletic, right? The strongest, right? We're smart. We're great at anything we do. We take nothing and we turn it into something. That's the talent that the Most High gave us, right? And that's why we're God's chosen people. Why did we take nothing and turn it into something? Right? Keep reading.
Con. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. And upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
Right, so I think we missed that. It's going to be upon thy seed forever. So your ancestors, right, you know, sexual education, you were in your ancestors' testicular, you know, right, when that happened. So you were a part of that covenant, whether or not you had feet or not, because your ancestors were there, and the seed was passed on all the way until now. So whether you remember it or not, that blood in contract already happened. That covenant, right? Once that covenant happened, that was it right there, right? So let's see what happened through the curses. Keep reading.
God, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
You're going to serve who?
Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God let us know that there's enemies in the earth today. Because this is prophetic. I'm going to keep reading. You're going to see a lot more. But keep reading.
In hunger and in thirst.
In hunger, right? When you want to eat something, you have to go to the store. And you don't own any of these things, right? Right now, they're taking away all the farms, right? And they're owning these things and they're giving it to us, right? In hunger, right? Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
When you want a bottle of water, you got to go to Dasani, Purifina, Aquapana. None of our people own these things. But we go there and we get that. In thirst, right? Read.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
And in naked. And when you want your clothes, right? We don't own no textile factories, right? We can create our own clothing, but we still got to get the supplies from the other nations, right? We don't have our own. Right? This is not our land. This is not our clothes that we wear. We have to go outside of ourselves to go get it. Right? Keep reading.
And in what of all things?
When you want a birth certificate, when you want a death certificate, when you want a casket, all these different things.
Passport.
Whatever. A passport. You got it. You got it. You gotta go to just to travel to go back home. If you want to go to Puerto Rico, you gotta go through the other nations, no matter what. Right? Keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
He shall put a what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
A yoke of iron. Do you know what a yoke of iron is? All right, can you Google that for me? Yoke of iron. Y-O-K-E. Yoke of iron. And just go to like images and see.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful with the passport.
What Bible is that?
King James Version.
King James Version. So it said that he, right, whoever that is gonna put a yoke of iron. Right? So read it from the top.
Come on. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed thee. Right? Now you're no longer from the tribe of Simeon, right? One of the 12 tribes of Israel. Now you're Dominican. Now you're no longer from the tribe of Ephraim, right? Now you're Puerto Rican. Now I'm no longer from the tribe of Benjamin. Now I'm Jamaican, right? Now he's no longer from the tribe of Levi. Now he's Haitian, right? Through history and archaeology and the curses, right, and the scriptures, we were able to see who's who now, right? Who are, because like black is this. This is black, right? Right? We all different shades of brown, right? White is a piece of paper, right? They're different shades of red and pink, right? Those were names given, not names given from the Most High Himself. Because every nation has their own biblical nationality. Like white people in the Bible are called Edomites, right? Arab people are called Ishmaelites. All the people, all the nations have a biblical nationality. And they took that from us, and they said that he's going to put that yoke of iron on us till we're destroyed mentally, till we don't understand anymore, right? So go to verse 54. And so I'm going to give you like 2 more, because I know y'all probably got to, yeah, I understand.
Right.
Yeah, I understand. So go to verse 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
So at one point we were nice toward each other, and now we have that evil eye, just like I was speaking before, that black on black crime. Right? Puerto Ricans destroying the island, messing each other up. Right? Read.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards the wife of his bosom. We're going to be evil towards our wives. We're not going to treat our women correctly anymore. Now they all B-words and hoes and all these different things. Right? Now they all baby mamas. Right? We don't take care of our children anymore. These things are not natural. This is a spiritual thing, because no other nation goes through that but us, right? We got a term, baby daddies, baby mamas, right? We created those terms, and we kind of live with it now. We embrace it now, like it's whatever, right?
It's a language that we use.
That's what I'm saying. So go ahead, read that.
Right. And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Which he shall leave. We're number 1 in fatherless households across the board, right? We're number 1 in that. Right? Shoot, I grew up without a father. I had to get it out the mud and learn it myself. Right? So go to verse 68.
Verse 68. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
All right, so when the Israelites left from Egypt, did they walk back to Egypt after?
Not right away.
Not right away, so they went back one day?
They wanted to go back because they were in.
Oh yeah, there was times where they're like, oh, we need to go back to Egypt because we had the garlic, we had the food and all these different things.
Yeah, they were staying out in the desert.
Yeah, and they was all angry and stuff like that. But as a nation, they didn't go back, right? So, but the Most High said He's gonna bring us back into Egypt again. So let's use the Bible to see the definition of what Egypt means. Read that, Exodus 20 and 2.
In the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Right, out of the house of bondage. So when we were in Egypt, we were in bondage, we were in slavery. Right, just like America. When we were in America at first, we were in bondage and slavery. But now we're just enslaved mentally. But go ahead, read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into bondage again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do we get to Puerto Rico?
With ships.
How do we get to Dominican Republic?
With ships.
How do we get to Brazil?
With ships.
How do we get to America?
With ships.
How do we get to Canada?
With ships.
How do we get to the four corners of the earth?
With ships.
The transatlantic slave trade, the sub-Saharan slave trade, 100 million of us went into slavery on slave ships. And that's prophecy. And that's not what's being taught in the churches. Right? Keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We'll never see our homeland again. Now we call America our homeland, right? Read.
And there,
when we get off those slave ships,
Ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Dang, this was written thousands of years ago. How they know he's gonna be sold 400 years ago? Right? Ye shall be sold. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Who were we sold to? Just be honest. When we got off those slave ships, who were we sold to? We were sold to white people, man.
That's right.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But what did the Most High call them?
Enemy.
Right? When you playing chess or any checkers, or I understand. All right. Thank you.
Oh, here, take a flight.
All right. We have class on Saturdays from 12:30 to 3. If y'all ever want to come through and
At
learn
Terry
more.
Park.
I was lost, but these laws helped me find my people. And now we meet up every year for Feast of Tithes. All praise to the Most High.
I found a way to dwell with my brothers and my sisters. Glory to Yah. I found what was missing, now I live the scriptures.
Used to be MIA. I followed the wind and linked up with my brethren. Forget about the past, follow the cloud that's in front of me and read the blessings. I found a way. 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 I found a way.
I gotta keep these commandments. Daughter of Yah, I won't stop. This is how he planned it. Worldly friends had to chop him off. Abba, keep me from the simple. Your words preserving my mental. This was never coincidental. This was never coincidental.
Had to link up on my soldiers, is working encoder. Got scripts in my holster. That means I got 80. If you playing crazy, the rain gon' come like times of Noah. Our people search the ends of the earth of his wisdom, but you gon' find Yah in the works. My niggas stay patient, you gon' find what you looking for if you puttin' them first.
Brother, sister, polishing our image, gotta keep it kosher. Early morning buzz of the scriptures, like we brunchin', sippin' on mimosa. Can't forsake my king, prophecy, gotta be fulfilled. Book is up for now. Tryna dodge the sin, gotta kneel the iniquity, escape all the fire.
I found a way. 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 I found a way.
I found a way to dwell with my brothers and my sisters. Glory to Yah. I found what was missing, now I live the scriptures.
Used to be MIA. I followed the wind and linked up with my brethren. Forget about the past, follow the cloud that's in front of me and read the blessings.